Hey guys, Bad Takes Bob here, and today I'm here to share my opinion with all of you, and I just wanted to say that I don't like oatmeal raisin cookies. I do not think they are good at all. In fact, whenever I see a dried raisin inside of my cookie, I'm immediately thrown into a blind rage, fueled by my hatred for those so-called cookies. In fact, together we can stop this. Go to www.riseagainstraisins.com
How in the
to help
world do you
end
keep getting
their
into the studio?
wrath on
Get
society.
out! Shoo!
I will not.
Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. Let me just turn off the camera and... Sorry about that, guys. I've just been having a problem lately at my house of where it's just infested with people who don't have good opinions. But luckily though, I have a solution. So what I'm going to be doing is baking oatmeal raisin cookies and using them as a repellent, because all of them for some reason seem to dislike them even though they're really good cookies. And while I'm making them, I could teach you guys the recipe as well too, I think. Today's recipe is brought to you by the one and only Quaker Oats and their old-fashioned oats. Their recipe will be in the description as always, but let's just jump right into the pre-bake prep. Before you begin to make the wonderful cookies, you're going to want to wash your hands to make sure you can share the cookies with everyone in your life who has a correct opinion. Another option is to try to convince one of the haters to finally appreciate the gift that oatmeal raisin cookies are. Both outcomes require clean hands though, so don't skip this step. After you wash your hands, you're going to want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Once you're done with all of that, we can get to the actual baking. You are going to want to grab a small bowl and use the force of sheer willpower to make it larger. Once you have a large bowl, you're going to want to add in 14 tablespoons of softened butter. Now, it's important to use tablespoons as opposed to floor spoons or plastic spoons. They are not the same, unfortunately, so you can't use them as substitutions. Also add in 3/4 cups of packed brown sugar and 1/2 cup of normal sugar. Now you're going to want to use an electric mixer to beat them, just like I had to do to Bad Takes Bob earlier. Once the butter looks creamy, you're going to want to add in 2 eggs and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now, again, you cannot substitute a teaspoon for a coffee spoon or a water spoon. Now you're going to want to beat everything together one more time. Once everything has been beat thoroughly, you're going to want to add in 1 1/2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda and not baking water, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now mix it all together and then we can finally add in the ingredients that it was named after. Add 3 cups of Quaker trademark oats old-fashioned and 1 cup of unbranded raisins to the bowl, and then mix one final time. Now that you finally have your dough, you can get one step closer to removing the strange people from your house. Now take your cookie dough and put it on a cookie sheet using the Cookie Scoopinator 9000. Once you have filled your sheet with little balls of cookie goodness, you can put it in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes. While the ovens are baking, you can try to waft the smell throughout your house to try to scare away a few more of the oatmeal haters. Unfortunately though, I wasn't able to get rid of Bob using this technique, so I'll have to use the final product to get rid of him. Once the cookies are done baking, let them cool on the cookie sheet for about 1 minute before moving them onto a wire rack to cool. Now that the cookies are completely done, I have to get rid of Bob once and for all.
Hey guys, Bad Takes Bob here again. I just found the camera again, so I'm gonna try to continue where I left off from earlier when someone rudely interrupted me. But, to help end the just horrible grasp on society that oatmeal raisin cookies hold, you go to www.riseagainstraisins.com. And I think that you can donate a bit of money to, help me and the cookie industry.
Hey, Bob, you see this?
Is that an oatmeal raisin cookie?
Whew, that was way easier than I was expecting it to be. I thought I'd end up having to use this thing.